Running an independent business as a sole trader offers complete control, but managing everything from the daily finances to the marketing is an exhausting grind that limits how far your influence can reach. When an independent firm decides it is time to expand, the financial hurdles are immense. Opening a dozen new locations, attempting to penetrate a foreign market, or trying to solve a massive community problem using only your own bank account carries a truly enormous risk of bankruptcy. To reach a global scale, founders eventually have to stop acting like lone wolves. They have to embrace collaborative organizational strategies. A quick technical distinction for your exams. The collaborative strategies we are about to cover are not formal legal structures, like a private limited company. Instead, they are strategic methods of growth. Achieving widespread, sustained impact requires finding a structural model that allows a business to share the heavy burden of expansion. The first method is franchising. This is a contractual agreement where an established business allows another party to trade under its proven brand name and utilize its exact business model. There are two specific roles here. The franchisor is the original owner who created the concept. The franchisee is the individual who buys the license to open and operate their own local branch of that business. Looking at this diagram, we can see exactly how the responsibilities are split. The franchisee brings the startup capital and handles the day-to-day management of the outlet. In return, the franchisor provides the original idea, the recognized brand name, and the necessary staff training. For the franchisor, this structure allows for rapid global expansion without having to pay for every new building. The major drawback is a loss of quality control. A single, poorly managed outlet run by a careless franchisee can damage the reputation of the entire global brand. For the franchisee, opening a recognized brand with national advertising paid for by the head office reduces the chance of business failure. That safety comes at a price. They must pay annual license fees, surrender a percentage of their revenue, and follow strict rules that leave them with almost no independence over pricing or store layout. Franchising is a model based on the exchange of operational freedom and a cut of the profits for access to a tested business formula. Sometimes a goal is too specialized for a franchise. That is where a joint venture comes in. This occurs when two or more distinct businesses agree to work closely together to launch a completely new shared project. This is distinctly different from a merger. Both original companies remain independent entities. They simply pool their capital and resources into this newly created third division, agreeing to share both the risks and the profits of this specific mission. This structure is highly effective for splitting the costs on expensive projects, like developing a new aircraft engine. It is also a primary strategy for entering foreign markets. A global retailer can partner with a local firm to immediately gain access to domestic distribution networks and cultural market knowledge. The risks in a joint venture are largely interpersonal. Different management styles and corporate cultures frequently clash, leading to paralyzed decision-making. Furthermore, if the project is a success, the contract dictates that you must split those profits with your partner. Joint ventures offer a targeted team-up. They allow companies to tackle complex expansions by borrowing the exact resources or regional expertise they currently lack. Our final model addresses a different kind of goal. A social enterprise is a business in the private sector that manages a social mission alongside its financial requirements. These organizations evaluate success using the triple bottom line framework: economic, social, and environmental performance. In practice, the enterprise must generate a financial surplus to survive. Socially, it aims to improve society by providing jobs. Environmentally, the business structures operations to protect the local ecosystem. Take the big issue. They sell a physical product, but their street vendors are individuals facing homelessness, providing them a legitimate income stream. A crucial distinction for your exams: a social enterprise is not a charity. Charities rely primarily on donations. Social enterprises survive by trading goods and services in competitive markets. Trading as a business allows these organizations to be financially self-sufficient while they work toward improving their communities. There is no universally correct method for scaling an organization. The structure a business chooses depends entirely on the specific objectives of the owners. If the goal is rapid growth across multiple regions using a proven formula, franchising offers a fast path with lower capital requirements. If a company needs to execute a single complex project or enter a foreign market, A joint venture secures the required local expertise and splits the financial risk. And if the founders are driven by community improvement, a social enterprise allows them to trade commercially while directly funding a social mission. Each path requires a different sacrifice, whether it is total control, a share of the profits, or purely financial motives. The strategic question is, which structure will you choose to maximize your impact?